Welcome to the revolution.
Donald Trump is suing CNN for $475 million for defamation. You heard that right. Almost $500 million where Trump is suing CNN for defamation. This could put the nail in the coffin for CNN after you know how CNN Plus went. But let's go ahead and read this article. This is coming from The Hill, and it says, former President Trump has sued CNN in federal court in Florida for defamation. In the lawsuit filed Monday, Trump's attorneys claim that CNN has sought to use its massive influence purportedly as a trusted news source to defame the plaintiff in the minds of its viewers and readers for the purpose of defeating him politically, culminating in CNN claiming credit for getting Trump out of office in the 2020 presidential election, which was actually caught on tape by Project Veritas in one of their sneaky little Bumble slash, dating app escapades is what I bet you that's, I don't know how they do it at Project Veritas, but I bet you that's it. It's all just like, catfishing a bunch of, sad political opponents. It goes on to say that the former president is seeking out $475 million in punitive damages, according to the lawsuit. Trump announced his intent to sue the network earlier this summer, saying in a statement he would also be commencing actions against other media outlets who have defamed him and defrauded the public regarding the overwhelming evidence of fraud throughout the 2020 election. The former president's attorney alleged that in the filing of CNN has undertaken a smear campaign to malign the plaintiff with a barrage of negative associations and innuendos, broadcasting commentary that he is like a cult leader, a Russian lackey, a dog whistler to white supremacists, and a racist. Sounds a lot like defamation to me. It also cited anchors, personalities, and pundits from CNN using the term big lie to refer to Trump's repeated false statements about the 2020 election and voter fraud as evidence of the outlet attempting to associate him with Adolf Hitler. In order to prove defamation, public officials and other public figures must prove journalists acted with actual malice or reckless disregard for the truth in their reporting. Yeah, this should be an easy one. A high legal bar to clear, given First Amendment protections granted to the free press under the Constitution. The New York Times, for example, has not lost a defamation case in more than 50 years. Yeah, but they're not going up against the former president and multi-billionaire. CNN is a fraudulent foil of Trump, this says, or is a frequent foil of Trump, his followers and allies, as well as conservatives more generally. In 2020, the network settled a $275 million lawsuit brought by a high school student in Kentucky who was at the center of a viral video controversy and became a lightning rod for critics on the mainstream media. Going back to, I'm pretty sure what they're discussing is the kid who was in, getting yelled at by some, some Native American tribes people while he was like banging on a drum, but really they like changed it to make him look bad when the actual evidence showed contrary, that it was the Native American guy who was being a jerk, if I recall correctly. It goes on to say that the latest lawsuit from the former president comes amid big changes at CNN, which was recently sold to media conglomerate Discovery. CNN's new president, Chris Licht, is that his name? Licht? I'm going to go with Licht because that sounds sillier, has made several changes to the network's programming and personnel, scrapping its Sunday show focused on media affairs and telling staff of the network he would like to see a renewed commitment to journalism over punditry and speculation. Licht reportedly told network anchors in a meeting earlier this year that they should rein in the use of the phrase "the big lie" while referring to Trump's election claims, worrying that it was too partisan. Yeah, think? The network declined to comment on Trump's lawsuit Monday. Wow. $475 million that Donald Trump is going after them for. That would be wild. And what a string of events to start off the ownership by Discovery. But good. This should absolutely happen. If you're in the press and you are intentionally defrauding and using lies and defaming a sitting president of the United States the entire time with just literally just made up bullshit. Almost everything that they said about him was a lie. The Russiagate, lie. Everything about Russia that you've ever heard related to Trump was a lie. Every part of it. The 2020 election having some merit to the idea that there was stolen ballots and election fraud is true. You go back and look at the, 2000, or was it, however many, I think it was 2,000 mules or something like that. 2,000 people is all it took to steal that election, right? If you understand how the election actually works, it doesn't take millions of votes, right? And if you just look at President Biden right now and you think that's the man who got more votes than any president in history, that's the guy. Not Barack Obama, the statesman, the, established man who can actually formulate a sentence properly. Not that one. Not Donald Trump, the, political personality of the century. Wild and, aggressive and sometimes abrasive to all the right people. Go back to Rosie O'Donnell. Not him, but President Biden, the one who's, falls asleep, can't finish a sentence, and, likes to sniff children's heads in public alongside being written down in his child's diary as taking inappropriate showers with her through her older ages.